to choke you. I'm about to put your fist down. Put your fist down. Put it in. Put your hands behind your back.
Get down, Justin.
Put your hands behind your back.
Section 8 program was supposed to protect vulnerable families, not trap them in endless waiting lists and broken promises. People wait years just to get a voucher, then live every month wondering if funding will dry up. Meanwhile, landlords are pulling out of the program, rents keep climbing, and the gap between low income and no home gets thinner every day. If you or someone you know has been struggling with the Section 8 program, delays, rent hikes, inspections gone wrong, drop a comment. It's time people see what housing insecurity really looks like in America.
Not getting no job. If you go get a job, they're gonna take my Section 8. Then you won't be able to get no Section 8. You're not going to get no job. They're gonna count your income against my Section 8 and my link card. You're not working. No. So I don't care what you gotta say. I don't care how you feel. You're not working. You're not going to get a job. You're not going to school. You're not doing none of that shit.
But Ma, I'm saying how I'm supposed to be successful in life, Ma. So you basically telling me I gotta be broke to be successful. I gotta be broke so I can get Section 8.
You gotta be
so
broke so the government can help you.
So the government can help me. So you telling me I can't work no job, bro? Like that's like all my friends got jobs and live in nice houses. So you telling me I got to go through the same thing you went through?
If you don't do any of that, they're going to take my Section 8.
How?
And I'm
won't
trying
they be
to tell
like?
you
Won't
that
they
you
be?
can go get yours at ease. You can go get a
They will.
nice house.
No, they will look at that and be like, he's doing something and give me a bigger house, Ma. That's what you told me.
Where I'm gonna go?
I don't
have no job.
I can get off your Section 8 and apply for my own Section 8.
But if you do that, you're gonna have to go the hard way. It's gonna take a long.
So what? That's what I'm
Wait
saying.
a few months, get on Section 8, find you a nice apartment, go get you a link card. You will be fine. You don't have to sit up and work. You don't have to work no job. The government is here to help us.
This clip right here is one of the rawest examples of generational dependency I've ever seen. A mom literally telling her son not to work because his paycheck might mess up her Section 8 and food stamps. And it's not just sad, it's the mindset that keeps entire families trapped for decades. This part hits hard. The son's trying to reason with her. So I gotta be broke to be successful? That's a generational curse right there. When ambition feels like betrayal, you know the system and the mindset both failed. System meant to help people climb out of poverty ends up punishing them. The moment they try, get a job, lose your housing, earn more, lose your benefits. It's a trap disguised as support. Be honest. Do you blame the mom for protecting what little she has? Or do you blame the system for creating this trap in the first place? Drop your take below.
The resentment from food stamps comes from the fact that a lot of middle-class people don't qualify for food stamps, and because of that, they have to pinch pennies and eat shitty food. Meanwhile, there are people that make bad decisions, and they buy every fucking type of Cheetos in the store, and they're getting it with food stamps because they make less money.
29 days till me and my family of 8 are evicted and sent to live on the streets. All because of one video I made. And taxpayers are so mad that I pay $50 in a 10-story building, 2-bedroom apartment. And no, it's not living room and dining room. It's just 2 bedrooms, a living room. I don't have to explain all that. I don't have to explain everything to y'all. But at the end of the day, it's wrong for what y'all did. It's wrong for what y'all are doing. How y'all have no compassion. And you're happy to see that we're going to be living on the streets. So I can't see anybody talk to an actual person until Tuesday. They don't come in on Mondays. I don't know why. I don't think it's a holiday on Monday, but they're not coming in. So I can't talk to anybody until Tuesday. So now all I have is the chat bot downstairs, and I gotta talk to them through the chat bot, and it's AI, I guess, and they don't really give me much information, so I don't know what to do. Obviously, on Tuesday, I have to basically beg to ask to keep my apartment so that we don't be on the streets, because I'm not going to the 10th floor. I'm not doing it. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care. I'm not going to the 10th floor. I'd rather sleep in a box. My mom made up her mind. I can't move in with her. My sister, I'm going to talk to her today because she has my kids now. So when I go pick up my kids, I'm going to talk to her, ask her, can she keep my kids from me while I get myself together? I'm not working a 9 to 5. I don't care. I don't know. I'll figure something else out. But I'm not gonna, just because y'all want me to fall into y'all system of being a taxpayer for people, for a country that doesn't care about me. I'm not doing it. So it is what it is. Y'all can be mad if you want to. Hee hee ha ha. At the end of the day, bring somebody else down. But if it was you, if you were in this position, you wouldn't be laughing or none of that. You would want people to have compassion for you. But like I said, the world lacks compassion. So it is what it is.
She says she's got 29 days before her family of 8 is evicted, and she blames it all on one viral video. What started as online backlash has turned into a real-world nightmare. No more housing, no job, no safety net, and no one picking up the phone to help. This is where online outrage gets real. One viral clip, maybe meant as a flex, maybe as a joke, and now her entire family is paying the price. You can feel the fear here. She's scrambling for options. Her mom said no, her sister's got the kids, and she's left begging to keep an apartment she can't even afford. She's stuck between pride and survival, and both roads lead to nowhere. Do you think she's taking a stand? Or digging herself deeper? If this was your sister or friend, what would you tell her right now? Be honest in the comments.
This gonna ruffle some feathers, but I'm gonna say it. You know who y'all should be mad at? You know who you young ladies should be mad at? Your low-income mothers who didn't tell you not to have any babies in low income until you were not low income. That's who set you up for failure. That was your first enemy. In the low income community, we're not talking about this. It's no reason why your mother's still in low income, you're having babies in low income and then moving into low income.
So breaking news, guys. Trump has made a big change with Section 8. Y'all know he was trying to take it away, but they kept rejecting it. It's not getting taken away. But what is happening is they're going to kick older people off of it now to give our generation a chance to get on there and shine. But they said you only get 5 years max to be on it. So you have 5 years to get on your shit, stack some money, and do right. Try to catch up on some bills, some debt. And after that, you get in the... You know, see, back then, they had been on that shit for 30 years, 40 years, paying the $25 rent, but not no more. They finna get their ass kicked off. So it's gonna be easier for our generation to get on. But me, honestly, I don't think I would ever want to be on Section 8 because they have so many damn rules you have to abide by. And they put you in a goddamn space to make you feel like I need to do better. Like they come expect your house. They don't want you to have company, all type of shit. But yeah, I just wanted y'all to know that.
So right out the gate, this video says older Section 8 tenants are getting pushed out to make room for the younger generation. That's a bold statement. And while there's no official confirmation of that policy, it's tapping into a real frustration younger renters feel. The idea of giving people only 5 years on Section 8? It sounds like motivation, but for people living paycheck to paycheck, 5 years isn't a launch pad, it's a countdown to homelessness. Older folks who've been on housing assistance for decades, and younger ones who can't even get on a wait list. That resentment is exactly how politicians keep the working class fighting each other, instead of fixing the system. Would a 5-year limit actually motivate people, or just make more families homeless? Let me know what you think below.
Okay, so it's on the CNN News. So the month of November, they told all the southern states to hold back Section 8 and their EBT benefits, okay? So that means that no Thanksgiving and no Christmas, okay? So therefore, you know what? Whoop-de-doo, okay? Whoop-de-doo. Because let me tell you something, American people. It was only supposed to have been a temporary thing, okay? I'm hearing people all up on this internet here talking about what they're gonna do. They was getting $4,200 a month. Oh, what they was gonna do. They was getting $1,200 a month in food stamps. But they all on iPhones. You're on iPhones, you're on Android. That's a luxury, okay? To the government, that's a luxury, okay? To the government, you're not supposed to have cable, okay? To the government, there's a lot of things that was not prioritized right, on Section 8, because Section 8, you're not was supposed to be on it for 20 years, okay? To get food stamps, you're not was supposed to get food stamp for 17 years. I hear one lady said that she had one child starting on it, but she got 6. How did you do that? Okay, I can understand maybe 1 or 2, the second one slipped out, but you know, you had another 4 more. So my thing is, you know, you don't get no sympathy for people like that, because my thing is, then I hear a lady that was in a wheelchair and she's sympathetic, but then she got 8 children. How you do that? How you lay down in the bedroom and you get 8 children and you're in a wheelchair? I don't understand. So my thing is, it was only supposed to be temporary, okay? So what you got to do, okay, because back in the days, we didn't have no Hot Pockets. Back in the days, we didn't have all this extra foolishness, juices up on the refrigerator, all kinds of cereals. Okay, you got to go back to the basics. You got to go back to oatmeal and you got to go back to cornflakes, okay? Rice and chicken never gets old, okay? You're going to have to go back to cinnamon sugar on buttered toast. You got to go back to the basics. You got to go back to evaporated milk and sugar. That's your milk right there, honey, and put some little sweetener in it. And that's what you got to go back to. You got to go back to the basics. Grilled cheese and tomato soup. That never gets old, okay? You got to go back to Spam sandwiches. You got to go back to liverwurst, and you got to go back to those type of meats and stuff by the bulk, okay? Sardines and cans never get old, and crackers. You've got to go back to the basics, okay? So this is why you're not getting a lot of sympathy from American people, because we've been trying to get it out of the mud. Some of us only have $300 to $500 to last us to the next payday. And we got to divide that into 14 days, and we got to make it do what it do, okay? So that's why you're not getting a lot of sympathy from people who have to work, because we're paying for that. We're paying into that for you guys to live a life of luxury. I've seen people with see my nails. I do my nails myself because I cut that out because I'm trying to do some other things. I'm trying to work within myself and saying, Tina, what can you cut out to go ahead and save your pennies in the bank? Because I'm a saving woman. You understand me? So my thing is, this is why you're not being a lot of sympathy from the working class, is because we've got to get it out of the mud ourselves. The government ain't helping us. We're feeding into the system so you can have a better life. That's why. Okay? All right? God bless.
She opens by saying CNN confirmed that southern states were told to hold back Section 8 and EBT benefits. That hasn't been verified, but the emotion behind it is raw. For her, this isn't just policy, it's proof that too many people got too comfortable relying on government aid. This line hits hard. You're on iPhones and food stamps. That's the classic argument we've heard for years, that poor people shouldn't own anything nice if they're getting help. But here's the catch. In 2025, a phone isn't luxury anymore. It's survival. Try getting a job, paying a bill, or scheduling a doctor's appointment without one. She says the working class has no sympathy left. They're scraping by on $300 to stretch 2 weeks, while watching others live, in her words, a life of luxury. That resentment is real. It's the emotional fault line running through America's class divide. Do you think she's right, that too many people got comfortable on benefits? Or is this just another case of the poor blaming the poor while the rich cash out?
If you're upset because your tax dollars go to food stamps and you don't think we should have universal health care, I just want to remind you that you pay for food stamps equivalent and universal health care for all Israelis. You do. The average Israeli gets a lot more subsidies and programs than we do here in the United States, and we pay for it. Maybe be upset about that. Also, the average person in the United States only pays about $36 per year for food stamps and about $800 for corporate fucking subsidies. Are you also really cool with the $40 billion that went to Venezuela? That could have covered your health care, made it easier for you to buy food. We have the money. It's just being funneled to rich people in other countries. If you want to know where all your taxes are going, look at the people with the biggest fucking pockets.
Okay, so I would have hit the subject about the new 2026 Section 8 law that's coming into play. You get what I'm saying? We got to speak about this. Now, it's a lot of people that feel away, you know, or whatever the case may be, because the laws are changing and the rules are changing when it comes to the Section 8, requirements, basically. And the limit time that you get to be on it. And typically, like, I don't mean to be rude, and I'm sorry if people feel offensive when I say this, but I like the new change. I like the new change that's going on, because it's too many people in this world, on top of it's people that I even know, that have had that for a long time. And then it's people that really need it out here, and they're not able to get it. They're not able to even get in line. Even when the line opens, you don't even get a call back. You don't get a letter for damn near generations. Your kids are damn near grown. And then you got people out here that have had it for a long time. They get old and they pass it on to their kids. Then their kids pass it on to their kids. You know what I'm saying? And then they get comfortable being on it. And then they sit and they talk about people that don't get those assistance, as if there's some type of bums out here. Like, I don't understand, you know? But I totally agree with it. And I feel like everybody needs a chance to be able to get that break in life, whatever the amount is, to be able to get that break in life, to get their shit together. And I feel like within a 2-year basis and having that type of help, you should be able to get your shit together. Because I know the type of grinder I am, the type of hustler I am. You give me some cheap ass rent or something that's decent, and you tell me you got 2 years to get your shit together, oh yeah, most definitely I'm on it. I feel like a lot of people have taken advantage of that. You got Section 8, you got county, you probably getting some type of, I don't know, SSI or some shit for your kids. I don't know. And then you getting all type of different benefits on after that. And it's just like, goddamn, like, how do you think you gonna feel? How do people think that they would feel if something like this did happen one day? Like, it shows you that a lot of people didn't think that this would happen one day, you know? So they in distraught right now. They like, oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? You're gonna do exactly what we've been doing. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna do exactly what the we've been doing. You're gonna get out here and you're gonna pay rent just like we had, and you're gonna give somebody else a chance to take a break in life and be able to feed their kids and be able to feed themselves and do the shit that y'all been doing. Y'all sitting back eating steaks and crab legs and shrimp and all types of home cooked meals every night. Kitchen packed up from the bottom to the top. Bitch, you don't run out of groceries. You don't run out of groceries. And then you got people out here, this some real ass shit. You got people out here that won't even go and won't do better for themselves. They won't go out here and they won't do better for themselves. They won't escalate their life. They won't try and become anything. They don't try and become better. They don't try and go get more because they're used to that. And the reason, and it's sad because they know that if they were to go and try and get more or be better, that would make their rent go up. Either that or they just wouldn't qualify for Section 8 anymore. So what they do is they limit their self in life. They allow themselves to be bums. They allow themselves to not, go out here and do what the they gotta do. And then they sit and they talk about people that do. And that's struggling. I don't get it. But all I gotta say is I agree with it. I agree with it. And I'm gonna say I will be speeding to the line. What you talking about? I will be there as soon as the line opens, as soon as 2026 hit. He talking about the time limits and he dropping it. Oh yeah, I'm applying. Don't play. I'm applying. Yeah. And y'all apply too. Everybody that ain't had a chance, y'all apply too.
A new viral rant is going off about the so-called 2026 Section 8 law, a rumored rule that would limit how long people can stay on housing assistance. And while this hasn't been confirmed as real policy, what she says here hits deep. Frustration from people who've never been able to get on Section 8, watching others live decades on it without ever moving forward. Right from the start, she makes it clear. She supports the change, and that alone separates her from most voices we've heard this week. She's not angry about losing benefits, she's angry about never getting the chance to begin with. Do you agree with her that Section 8 should have a time limit, or do you think that would just push more families into homelessness? Drop your thoughts below.